Good day. In this video, we are going to study about Ohm's law. Ohm's law was first stated by George Simon Ohm. This law gives the relation between voltage, current, and the resistance. What is Ohm's law? Ohm's law states that the voltage across a conductor is directly proportional to the current across the same conductor, provided the physical properties and the temperature remains constant. That is, the voltage across a conductor is directly proportional to the current. The Ohm's law is given by the equation V is proportional to I. The proportional sign can be replaced by the proportionality constant R, that is resistance. So the equation becomes V is equal to IR, where V is the voltage across the conductor, I is the current across the conductor, and R is the resistance across the conductor. Ohm's law can also be defined as the current across a conductor is directly proportional to the voltage across the conductor and inversely proportional to the resistance offered by the conductor. The voltage and current are directly proportional to each other. So when the voltage increases, the current will also increase. Similarly, the resistance is inversely proportional to the current. So when the resistance increases, the current will be decreasing. So we can state it as when the voltage increases, the current will also increase. When the resistance increases, the current will decrease. Ohm's law is illustrated through a cartoon. In this cartoon, the volts is pushing the amps and the ohm is restricting or resisting the flow of amps. That is, the voltage is forcing the current to flow, but the resistance is resisting the current to flow. So when the force of the voltage increases, the current flow will increase. When the resistance value or the resistance increases, the current flow will decrease. Ohm's law can be used to calculate the voltage, current, and resistance across a circuit. To calculate the voltage, we'll use the relation V is equal to I times R. And to calculate the current, we'll use the relation I is equal to V over R. We got this relation from the Ohm's law equation V is equal to IR. By rearranging the equation V is equal to IR, we'll get the equation I is equal to V over R. To calculate the resistance, we have the relation R is equal to V over I. By using the relation V is equal to IR and rearranging that equation, we'll get the equation R is equal to V over I. The Ohm's law equations can be formed by the Ohm's law triangle. The diagram which is shown is the Ohm's law triangle. Here we have the voltage V, current I, and the resistance R. And you have a division sign and a multiplication sign. The Ohm's law triangle to calculate the voltage. So here we have indicated by a red color circle. So we are going to find out the voltage equation using Ohm's law. So V is equal to I times R. So that is the formula. V is equal to I times R. From this triangle, we can easily pick the equation. Next, to find out the current. In this triangle, we have circled I. So we are going to find out the value of I or the equation for I. So I is equal to V divided by R, that is V over R. So from the Ohm's law triangle, we have picked I is equal to V over R, that is voltage over resistance. Next, we are going to calculate the resistance using Ohm's law. That is, we have circled the resistance in the Ohm's law triangle. So R is equal to V divided by I. That is, R is equal to V over I. V stands for voltage and I stands for current. So using the Ohm's law triangle, we can easily find out the equations for voltage, current, and resistance. The advantages of Ohm's law. Ohm's law can be used to calculate the voltage, resistance, and current in a circuit. Limitations of Ohm's law. Ohm's law cannot be applied in a circuit in which the temperature keeps changing. That is, Ohm's law can be applied in a circuit in which the temperature remains constant. This law cannot be applied to a unilateral network. Unilateral circuits are those which have the elements like diodes and transistors. It is also not applicable for non-linear elements. That is, you cannot apply Ohm's law in a circuit which is having non-linear elements. Non-linear elements are those which do not have current exactly proportional to the applied voltage. That is, non-linear elements are those elements in which when the voltage changes, there won't be a proportional change in the current. Let's study few examples for Ohm's law. The first exercise. Calculate the current flowing through the resistor in the following circuit. Here we have a circuit in which the battery is connected to a resistor. The supply voltage is 5 volts and the resistor value is 10 ohm. We are asked to find out the value of current. The given data are voltage is equal to 5 volt and resistance is equal to 10 ohm. Using Ohm's law, we can find out the value of current across the circuit. So the formula to find the current is I is equal to V over R. So substituting the value of voltage and resistance, we will get I is equal to 5 over 10, which is equal to 0.5. So the current flowing through the circuit is I is equal to 0.5 amps. The second exercise, calculate the voltage across the resistor in the following circuit. In this circuit, a battery is connected to a resistor and the current flowing through the circuit is 1.5 amps and the value of the resistor is 22 ohm. We are asked to find out the value of voltage. So the given informations are I is equal to 1.5 amps and the resistance value is R is equal to 22 ohm. Using Ohm's law, the formula to find out the voltage is V is equal to I times R. Now we can substitute the value of current and resistance in the equation. So the equation becomes V is equal to 1.5 times 22. So the answer is V is equal to 33 volts. That is, the voltage applied by the battery is 33 volts. The next exercise, calculate the resistance across the resistor in the following circuit. So in this circuit, a 5 volt battery is connected to a resistor which is unknown. The current across the resistor is 2 amps. So the given informations are V is equal to 5 volt and I is equal to 2 amps. Using Ohm's law, we know the formula to find out the resistance, that is R is equal to V over I. Substituting the value of voltage and current, we will get R is equal to 5 over 2. Simplifying this, we'll get the value as R is equal to 2.5 ohms. So the resistance offered by the resistor is 2.5 ohms. So these are the exercises. So I hope you got some idea about Ohm's law. Thanks for watching this video.